You've probably felt it before, that quiet frustration of giving your time, your attention, your energy, and getting almost nothing in return. Most people think the problem is rejection. They think it's about not being loved enough, not being valued enough, not being chosen. But here is what almost no one realizes. The real problem is not that you are unloved. It's that you are asking for love in a way that slowly destroys your self-worth. There is a pattern, so common, so normalized, that many people don't even see it anymore. A pattern of overgiving, over-explaining, hoping that one day someone will finally choose you back. And the most dangerous part? It feels like love. In this video, you will discover the 5 behaviors that keep you stuck in emotional dependence and why choosing yourself is not selfish but necessary. But stay until the end, because behavior number 1 is the most subtle and the one that silently drains your dignity the most. The Stoics believed that everything begins with self-mastery. And as Epictetus taught, no man is free who is not master of himself. So let's look at things as they truly are. Behavior 5. Seeking constant validation. This is where it begins. The need to be seen, to be approved, to feel important through someone else's eyes. You check your phone, waiting for a message. You replay conversations in your mind. You adjust your words, your actions, your personality, just your words, your personality, just to be liked. At first it seems harmless, but over time it becomes a quiet dependency. Because when your sense of worth depends on someone else's response, you lose control over your own emotional state. One moment you feel valued, the next, ignored, and your peace disappears with it. The Stoics warned against this. They understood that relying on external approval is a fragile way to live. True confidence is not built on how others see you. It is built on how you see yourself when no one is watching. Behavior 4. Overgiving to earn love. This one is often disguised as kindness. You give more, you do more, you sacrifice more. Not because you genuinely want to, but because you hope it will make someone stay. You become available all the time. You prioritize their needs over your own. You ignore your limits. And slowly, without realizing it, you start negotiating your worth. Seneca once said, "He who gives in order to receive has already lost." Because real love is not a transaction. It does not need to be earned through exhaustion. The truth is simple. If someone only values you when you overextend yourself, they don't value you. They value what you provide. Behavior 3. Fear of being alone. This fear is powerful. It keeps people in situations that drain them, diminish them, and slowly break them. Because being alone feels uncomfortable. It feels like emptiness. It feels like something is missing. So instead of walking away from what is unhealthy, you stay. You tolerate disrespect. You accept less than you deserve. You convince yourself that something is better than nothing. But here is the truth most people avoid. Being alone is not the problem. Being disconnected from yourself is. The Stoics valued solitude, not as isolation, but as a way to reconnect with clarity. Because when you are comfortable alone, you stop accepting relationships that make you feel lonely. Behavior 2. Ignoring your own needs. This is where self-abandonment begins. You silence your opinions to avoid conflict. You suppress your feelings to keep the peace. You say yes when you want to say no. And at first, it feels like maturity. Like you are being understanding, patient, easygoing. But over time, something inside you starts to fade. Your voice weakens. Your boundaries disappear. Your identity becomes blurred. And the most dangerous part? You get used to it. You start believing that your needs don't matter. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily. You have power over your mind, not outside events. And that includes the power to honor yourself. Because if you don't respect your own needs, you teach others not to respect them either. Behavior 1. Abandoning yourself to be chosen. This is the most destructive habit of all. Not because it's obvious, but because it feels like love at its deepest level. You change who you are. You shrink your standards. You tolerate what once felt unacceptable, all for one reason: to be chosen. You start asking silently, what do I need to be so they don't leave? And in that moment, you leave yourself. This is where dignity is lost. Not in rejection, but in self-betrayal. The Stoics believed that your character is your highest possession, and when you sacrifice it for approval, you lose far more than any relationship could give you, because no connection is worth the cost of your identity. Now look at the full picture. None of these behaviors feel extreme. They feel normal. They feel familiar. That is why they are so dangerous. They don't break you instantly. They reshape you slowly until one day you no longer recognize yourself. The Stoics practice something called inner sovereignty, the understanding that your peace, your worth, and your identity must come from within, not from who stays, not from who leaves, but from who you choose to be. Choosing yourself does not mean rejecting others. It means no longer abandoning yourself for them. It means setting boundaries without guilt, walking away without fear, and standing firm in who you are, even if it means standing alone. Because the moment you stop begging for love is the moment you start attracting respect, and everything changes from there. You don't need to transform your entire life today. Just start with one decision. Say no when it matters. Step back when you feel drained. Choose yourself, even in small moments, because those small choices, repeated daily, rebuild your self-worth. And remember this: love given to yourself is never wasted. It is the foundation of every meaningful connection you will ever have. If this made you reflect, if it helped you see something you were ignoring, stay connected to this mindset. Because this is where you stop chasing and start becoming, and your life changes, not in one big moment, but in the quiet decision to finally choose yourself.